I just want to say hi to YouTube. Hi, YouTube. Welcome back. We are doing Vinland Saga, episode number 20. I hope you guys are practicing that self care. Guys, we just got off of Violet Evergarden and it completely wrecked us. Gonna do some vlogging. Yeah, I'll be walking around. I'll be doing some fun stuff. But with that being said, why don't we want to jump into it? Because we've literally found out what they believe love is, what Prince Canute believes love is, and 101 other things. Why is Askeladd daddy? Where is Thorfinn gonna go? We'll find out, ladies and gentlemen. Let's jump cool.
あのクヌート殿下がトルケルを従えて生還するなど決してありえぬ。
Oh, dude.
ようフローキやる気か相手になるぜ。
控えよトルケル。私が帰還する旨、数日前に使者を送ったはずだぞフローキ。槍を持って出迎えるのが貴様の霊か。
いや、そのようなことは決して。アシェラット。なぜ貴様が
耳が聞こえぬのか貴様。貴様はデンマーク王家に対し弓を引く気かと聞いているのだ。
いや、その我が用の戦士団は敵軍襲来との誤報を受けまして。
Dude, his eyes.
ありません。
王陛下の館へ夕刻までに参じると報告しておけ。正確にな。
一体何がまるで別人ではないか。
Prince Canute has changed, right? And I think this is a beautiful aspect to even touch on here, which is as Prince Canute changes, do you think that he's more or less willing to lose people to get what he wants, to get his goal? Would he or would he not be willing to, say, lose a friend or lose an advisor or lose someone close to him in order to go ahead and achieve his goal? Prince Canute has started his, after that revelation that he had, he really started to go ahead and change. For Thorfinn, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. He for a person his age, and I know that during this time period, culturally speaking, a lot of people were brought up to be able to go and satiate a lot of pain, satiate, not really have to deal with a lot of the trauma. But he needs to get away. He needs to, literally, if I was in a position of power, what I would do is I would send Thorfinn somewhere else. Somewhere where all of a sudden he has to connect with himself, because he was always trying to connect with everyone else. And I don't mean connect, make connections. He's always after Askeladd. So I would go ahead and say that they come back to land of peace, and I'd be like, all right, Thorfinn, you know what? I'm gonna go and send you away. It's time for you to heal, and then later on come back if need be. Because I don't know, man. I don't know. The more I think about it, the more I'm like, what is Thorfinn's goal after Askeladd dies? Where is he gonna go from here? Oh, thanks so much for the hydrate, Raccoon. I just took my last little bit of the water bottle. He needs a feeling of closure. But my thing is, what's going to happen if he can't have that feeling of closure? It's just going to be a lost man trying to literally find himself. What happens if, say, Askeladd decides to, one night drink some poison wine and end it himself? Or if he takes that decision literally out of his hand and into someone else's? Oof. Oof. That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of trauma there. Raccoon, how are you doing? How are you feeling? You doing okay? Oh damn, not bad. Let me see, now I'll see it fall. The change the odds. The one who makes the final call. What a banger opening every time.
全員歩きながら聞け。
うん、
今はまだ仕掛けてはならぬ。私の味方はこの軍中に少ない。ただ手向かえば反逆者となろう。手回しの時間がいる。トルケル、そなたは一度裏切ったが、今も戦士たちに人気がある。各部族の首領たちと交わり、関係を修復しておけ。
つまりあれかい、あんたのおごりでジャカジャカ酒飲むってこと？
他の首領を誘ってだぞ。行け。
素晴らしい命令だ。あんたについてきて正解だったぜ。行くぞ。
アシュラットは私と共に王のところだ。そなたの人物評を聞きたい。
Damn, the way he's organizing, the way that he's organizing them. Oh, Prince Canute literally just like he's become a whole new man. Like he's straight up like strategically thinking now. Okay, I need to ask Askeladd for his judgment of character and being able to go ahead and decide sort of what's going on. Thinking about the future. I'm gonna need Thorfinn as sort of my bodyguard just in case anything goes bad. Thorkel can go ahead and start swaying a lot of the information. My dude is like thinking strategically now. This is the version of Canute that I need. This is the version of Canute that I want. Yeah, he's becoming a
今後だ。いかにことを運ぶ。
evil Newt.
短期的には暗殺がよろしいかと。
Yeah, me too, Anne.
兄王子ハラルド殿下は
We'll accept it for the story's purposes.
これは好機です。今王陛下が崩御されれば、イングランド方面軍の最高指揮官はあなた様ということに。この場合、首謀者を偽装する必要がありますが。
トルフィン、今後は護衛以外にも働いてもらうことになるだろう。頼むぞ。
命令すんな。俺はあんたの手下になった覚えはね。
ご無礼をお許しください。このバカ屋は私から指図しておきます。
He just said that you'd have to go ahead and frame someone else for the whatever happened in England. Wouldn't it be easier? Oh, this sucks. Hold on, where's this going? Let me back it up. Let me make sure I got this right.
トルフィン。
この場合
Askeladd, you should not say that out loud. Askeladd, you should not say that out loud.
これは好機です。今王陛下が崩御されれば、イングランド方面軍の最高指揮官はあなた様ということに。
Commanding officer of the office requires someone else to be framed for the deed. Askeladd, you should not be saying this right now. What you should be saying is you should be using specific. This is ooh. You want to talk about raising red flags? I feel like Askeladd just raised one. I'm not sure how I feel. Because just look at the prince's eyes here, man. It's like he's deeply in thought about it as well.
の最高指揮官はあなた様ということに。この場合、首謀者を偽装する必要がありますが。
トルフィン、今後は護衛以外にも働いてもらうことになるだろう。
Because okay, you can frame it on Thorkel and say that he tried to go ahead and like ran everyone in together, or if the prince is smart enough, he can frame it on you. Literally, or even yeah.
頼むぞ。
命令すんな。俺はあんたの手下になった覚えはね。
ご無礼をお許しください。
Forgive him for his insolence, for he has sinned.
しておきます。
神はこうしている今も我々を見ていらっしゃるのだろう。
Did he run? Yeah.
友を失い、親と子が殺し合う。そんな様のすべてを天空の高みから見下ろしておられるのだろう。許せぬ。
Prince Canute,
私は
evil
この地
Canute.
上に楽土を作るぞ。平和で豊かな生きることに苦しむ者たちの理想郷を。私の代では成し得ぬかもしれぬ。それでも最初の一歩を私が踏み出すのだ。神はきっと私を目で身元へ召そうとするだろう。だがその時私はこう言うのだ。もはや天の国も試練もいらぬ。我々の楽土は地上にあるとな。我々が失ったものを取り戻すのだ。そのためには鬼にもなろ
う。Yeah?
お手伝いいたします。殿下。
I mean, in the terms of seeking out heaven elsewhere, right? Why not turn the environment that you have? I know man's gonna go fight God. I know Canute is the actual like and like protag here. It's like he's still religious but against God. In a way, yes, but it's like I think it's more like the representation of it, right? Because it's like religiosity in an aspect can be like the spiritual elements of it, right? The whole connecting with others, trying to go ahead and build a paradise, so on and so forth. He sounds like big bosses out of heaven. Well, yeah, we're gonna create demons. But through that, a big topic that I kind of want to breach on is just the fact that he's willing to go on this mission by himself is huge. Just the fact that he wants to go ahead and like make his land paradise, even if it doesn't end in his lifetime, is huge. Because other people were just like, all right, I just want power. I just want power. It's his opposition, yeah, of his main teachings. It's the contradictions that sometimes make life go round.
よくぞ戻った。嬉しいぞ、クヌート。
ありがたきお言葉。陛下よりお預かりした兵を失ってしまった不祥の身に余ります。
地公をよれ。お待ちください。どうだ、トルフィン。
いるな。20人ってところか。高いところにもだ。
Oh shit. It's a trap.
殿下、伏兵です。どうやら王陛下はこちらの腹をお察しのようですな。どうした？はよ寄らぬか。
そなたたち、何があっても剣を抜いてはならんぞ。先に抜いた方の負けだ。これはそういう喧嘩だ。
Canute, I feel like you just have to go over and just stab him. I'm sorry. At this point, I just feel like you gotta go like, you know, Daddy, Daddy, I am king now. You know, like a lot of the ways that it was like handled back in the old days. Unnamed bro. Okay, coming from someone like back in the days, brothers would take out brothers for power in a situation like this. But considering the fact that like there's 20 armed people hidden, yeah, and then just be like, we all knew it was coming.
暗さに目が慣れてきたな。もう少し近づけば王の顔がわかる。顔を見れば。止まれ。そこでよい。ひざまずけ。疲れた目だ。これがデンジンの王か。
アシェラット。
The tension here is insane.
ラグナルはどうした？姿が見えぬが。
死にました。マーシアの地にて。
そうか、それは惜しいな。あれは誠の中心であった。本来なら趣向を持って帰還を祝うべきだが。
Have a good night, Leon. I appreciate you.
一度そなたとは
形式抜きで話をしたいと思うておった。クヌートのみ立て。10歩前へ進め。ほんのわずかの間に顔が変わったな。
The fact that Canute knows sort of what's going on. Oh, the amount of tension that he must be holding back emotionally towards him, knowing for a fact that his, like, you know, in a way, his dad was trying to get rid of him. We're being realistic here. In a way, the Game of Thrones, yeah, it is the Game of Thrones. And I think for Thorfinn, at this point in time, he's not. It's not like he's aiming for a position of power. For him, he's more like if we were to think about him in the long term, he's more like humble, living off the land, farmer. You know, just like his father was, than like someone that's aiming in the Game of Thrones, right? I don't see old Finn being someone that's like, oh yeah, I was like, you know, I was killing kings and dukes and everything. I see it more like, hey, I was a simple farmer. I had my John Deere tractor more than like anything else.
世の若き日に似ておる。
されば、我が心の内もお分かりでございましょう。
困った子だ。そのようなところまで嫌に似るとは。
子は親のなしを見て育つのです。よもやお責めになりますまいな。
かつて若き日、世は父である洗脳を国外へ追い放ち、この王冠を奪った。それが王国のために良きことと信じたからだ。洗脳は聖残忍にして臆病者だった。そのようなものが王冠をいただいては世が乱れる。
こんだけの護衛に囲まれて何言ってやがる。
黙れ、聞こえるぞ。荒毛を使う気はねえってが、殿下よ。敵の巣の中にいるってことを忘れなさんなよ。
良きことをなした。良きことをなせると思うておった。これをかぶるまではな。意志があるのだ。この王冠にはな。
What, the quest for power and expansion? Yeah.
万の兵を統率できる。音国のあらゆる宝を取り寄せることができる。神々がごとき力が身に宿る。だがクヌートよ、力を使うのは王ではない。王冠の意志が使うのだ。
That sounds like a deflection. Straight up deflection of power. I'm sorry. I didn't just kill and pillage your village. No, it was the crown. The crown told me to do that. I'm sorry. I didn't just come over and take over your entire country, you know, and did a horrible bad thing. No, it wasn't me. It was the crown who told me. You know, the voices in my head, they talk to me. Bro's setting out everything up. But power does tend to corrupt. Unlimited power does tend to corrupt. And that's that's a big portion why it's, as he's going through this, it's also a test of mettle. And I think this is a big test for Canute in the way that he's like framing things as well. You know, trying to find out how far has Canute changed in a way.
王冠が陛下に命じたというのですか。私を殺せと。
王冠が王に命じるのはただ二つ。力を使うことと力を増やすことだ。あらもうても無駄なことよ。王冠はそなたを欲してはおらぬ。
Okay, it's time for you to go. Oh.
クヌート、そなたにコーンウォールの一部をやろう。そこで聖書でも読みながら平穏の日々を送るがよい。嫌だと申すならこの場で死ぬがよい。
そのお言葉も王冠が言わせているのですか、陛下。
陛下、恐れながら発言をお許しください。
名乗れ。
クヌート様の重視、オラフの子アシェラッドと申します。失礼ながら、果たしてこのご沙汰は王冠の意志にかないましょうや。
You're not a true ruler. See, because you can't even navigate your people right. I'm a true ruler. See, Puppy Ed is the true ruler. Once I put on my crown, it tells me what I must do. Puppy Ed has the blood of royals in him. Puppy Ed knows how to navigate stuff. Let me you know, like, what the fuck is he gonna do? And yeah, we be where Ed, you know, it's like you can take this one of many ways, Askeladd. It's either you're putting yourself at the mercy now of the string of fate. Oh, well, no, I need to go get the French Ed. I don't think French Ed is appropriate for this context, right? I feel like French Ed would get executed almost immediately.
続けよ。王子殿下はロンドンよりトルケルという戦力を奪い取りました。陛下がイングランド王にご即位なされれば、かの町には降伏よりほか道はありません。ロンドンの富は無傷のまま陛下のものとなります。多大なる犠牲を払い、この戦果をもたらしたるはクヌート殿下に他なりません。功労ある者が罰せられる道理がありましょうか。
Okay, logic and everything.
新たな領地の割譲において各将軍に動揺を与えます。何とぞご再考を。
Man with the silver tongue.
口の回る男だ。
Yeah.
アシェラッド、灰まみれか。それはあだ名であろう。貴様の父が授けた名を申せ。
ただアシェラッドと
Bullshit.
父は私に名を与えませんでした。
What name did your mama give you?
目かけの子か。いや、奴隷に産ませた子かの。
Oh.
なんだ、アシュラットがここまで怒るなんて。
Oh.
クヌート、良い重視を持っておるな。そやつの申す通りだ。そなたたちには褒美をやらねばならんな。世は明日ヨークに立つ。かの地にて宴席を設ける。褒美はそこで授けよう。
Well, my thing is for him to just take that on the chin. What is Askeladd's real plan, right? I feel like he's trying to just completely change up the power dynamics in general. But is he willing to put his life at risk? And I think so. I think what he's just shown is more loyalty than almost anyone else can ask for. Because he took a big hit, man. He took a sting that I don't think a lot of people are ready or like comfortable with taking. I know I wouldn't. I know that would have hurt beyond words. And my dude was just able to go, like, he was pissed off, but he took it.
肝を冷やしましたぞ殿下。
何を慌てることがある。そなた
I
の
would've
察
kept-
する通り、王には今、私を殺すだけの大義名分がない。剣王と呼ばれたいお方なのだ。こちらさえ軽挙に出ねば、王の内部ところはむしろ安全だろう。
ではなおのこと、 先ほどのような挑発はお控えください。
何のことはない。スベン王は王冠の奴隷というわけだ。王冠の力、私が使いこなしてみせようぞ。
アシェラッドか。少々警戒せねばならんな。
Damn, even the king saying it. Holy crap, dude.
さあ、じゃんじゃんやってくれ。全部クルート殿下のおごりだぜ。
殿下万歳。
Another. I love that it's the priest. The priest is just fucking everyone out. Wait, okay, realistically speaking, wasn't the context, and I believe you guys corrected me on this, on the drinking back then, the alcohol wasn't as high of a percentage as it is today? Because like today we're able to go ahead and get the alcohol level contents up to like 40% and or higher. And back then it was like really like lower in all consideration, right? Yeah, we have better distillation, better everything. But still, for a person in that period of time, that's oof.
おい、さっきからガムガムガムガム飲みやがって。誰だおめえは。坊主なんざ招いた覚えねえぞ。
私はビリバルドです。
ウィリバルド。
お忘れですか。
はあ。
あのヒゲの赤や。いくつだよ。
Correct. And drinking it you become water treatment wasn't done. True.
よし、次は俺が相手だ。
大将のお邪魔して。なんで58杯っすよ。不思議な男だ。好き放題に生きながら周りの者に憎まれる。
20-year-old priest crazy. He looked like he was in his like late 30s, 40s, man, 50s of that.
で、どうだ。やれそうか。あの王。
難しいと言わざるを得ませんな。頭の良いお方とお見受けしました。洞察力と先手を打つ行動力をお持ちです。我々が脅しに屈さぬと見るや、次の手に転ずるあたり、戦上手とも申せましょう。さすがは一国の王といったところでしょうか。手強いです。
Monks were also the ones making the beer too?
いずれ殺すにしても。
Oh, damn.
ま、当分は王陛下の隙を伺いつつ、標準の手で行きましょう。
殿下、殿下。
Denka!
無事のご帰還お喜び申し上げます。この軍なるどれほどに心配したことか。
I feel like when it comes to merchants and people coming through and trying to kiss butt, the only one that I would allow is Otto. Aside from that, I feel like everyone else is just slimy when it comes to like them being presented in an anime or something. But it's also like how much can like especially yeah, Otto's a bro, dude. Let's be honest. If I was a merchant, but when it comes to a scenario like this, it's like how much would you be willing to be open with others and trust others, especially considering you just came back from people knowing that they were like the plan was to kill you.
非常にお出迎えもせず申し訳ございません。何分たった今異国より帰ってまいったものですから。もちろんきっとのご生還信じておりましたぞ。おや、こちらの御人は新しい重視殿でございますか。ご紹介いただけますかな。
ラグナルの弟、グンナルだ。見知りおけ。
ウォラフの子、アシェラッドと申します。
ほう、なんとも頼もしい風格ですな。グンナルと申す。ところで殿下、かねてよりの計画、めどが立ち申したノルマンディー公国です。その件について兄も交えて後ほど。
ラグナルは死んだ。
は？
Oof. Oof. I mean, I understood if Ragnar was there, like that's your brother, you'd probably get along with him in some way, shape, or form. But
私のためにすまぬことをしたな。それから亡命はせぬ。
殿下、
そなたが諸国を奔走してくれていたことは大義であった。
yeah.
先ほどスベン王には喧嘩を売ってきた。そなたも力を貸せ。
兄者が。
グンナル。 そなたの仕事は王の監視と報告だ。
Sounds good, Masters. Appreciate you so much.
信
Have a
用で
good
きる
night.
ものを選べ。
天下、そのような話をこんなところ
I mean, the
で。
king knows
構
by
わ
now.
ぬ。むしろこの場は密談に良い。
天下、お変わりになられた。
I think I'm coming into a realization here. This is gonna sound weird, but ever since seeing Violet Evergarden and Fate, and now this show, if there's someone out there that looks like Saber, let me know. You know, just hit me up. I'll hit you up. What are the other? Because hey, yo, Claymore. I think anime is shaping my perception a little bit as to like, uh, I'm just saying. King Arthur is. I mean, Canute do be looking kind of
変
cute.
わるさ。すべてを変えてゆかねばならぬ。
True. Queen Arthur.
あの軍なるってのはいかんな。口ほど殿下への忠心があるとも思えし。
Oh.
おお、予習復習に余念のないことで。右腕痛くないのかね。
アシュラット。
そうか。国に帰るか。
あんたは気にしねえと言ってくれたけど、やっぱ俺たちは裏切り者だし、なんつうか。
What are you gonna just go eat rocks, dude? Like, I love the fact that they're admirable enough to like be able to go ahead and have this conversation with them, right? Which shows that like they've actually had the time to think and feel guilt and whatnot and returning. But the fact that one of them just had a complete and utter psyche break, right? And it's still around there. I'm surprised. I don't know what you guys would do in a scenario like that. Yeah, he's gone. That's a psyche break. Well, I don't know what you guys would do, but I would have been like, okay, well, time to give you a psyche break as well if I was Evil Ed, you know, like.
どの面してあやいいのか。
いったはい、当たった。
なんか兄者もあんなになっちまったし、ビョルンの傷治るといいな。
He's gonna need long-term therapy. He's broken, and he needs a facility, a mental health care facility, to be in for a long time or a little bit to be able to go and heal. But back then there was none, so he's broken.
おめえそれでもバイキングかよ。よくもまあこんな真人間が俺の手下になったもんだぜ。ビョルンは長く持たねえよ。傷が腹渡まで達してる。これでも昔からの手下はトルフィンだけってことになるな。最初からちょうどいい。
Thanks so much for the follow, Capital One Bank. Oh, appreciate the follow, Capital One Bank. How are you doing? Are you doing well? I genuinely hope that you are. Yeah. I don't know what. Hold on. I don't know what else to say other than like that's an interesting. Interesting name to pick. Oh God, what a name to go by. Anyway,
腕は
Capital One, it's big.
いらねえよ。
It's FBI.
理由がね
いいから受け取れ。ロギンが多くて困ることはねえだろうが。
Aww.
すまねえ。じゃあありがたく。あれなんだよ。くれ
Money equals morale.
どっちだよ。
条件がある。
Capital One. How's your day going?
二度と剣を握るな。おめえには似合わねえアトリ。羊を飼い、嫁をもらって、ガキをこさえてベッドで死ね。これから先、おめえを戦場で見かけたときは、味方でも来るぞ。
ああ、わかった。
Giving him retirement funding. You know what I would do in a world like this? If I got isekai to a world like this, right? If I got isekai either like to another world or another area, like say that there's adventuring world. So I don't know why this is bringing it on, but it's bringing it on. I'm just gonna have a conversation with y'all about this. I got isekai to another area. What would I do? I would try and set up a courier system, kind of like Amazon, right? I think I think another aspect would be trying to go ahead and set up some sort of like insurance system or like life insurance aspect like that. A time traveling isekai now. Uh why? Because a lot of death system back then. The aspect hard aspect would be to try and sell it, right? Klingster, stop talking. Nah, I think I'm gonna keep talking, man. Insurance, yeah, it's sort of like an insurance. Yeah, because think about it, you can make bank, especially with the reintroductions of things. I would probably try and immigrate. Uh, yeah, I would probably try to immigrate to East where there is no war. Hmm. I I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Place. Oh, a place where there's no war. I think that'd be interesting. Life insurances would be tough always because dripping dead and you'd have to pay out. If that though, I mean, you could find a decent way to go around it. What was that? What is where is there no war? Yeah, because there was always war in every country that you go into. But I think the further that we go into it, the more interesting that scenarios like that go, right? For example, what else can you do? Create aphrodisiacs, right? Um, you can go ahead and I'm trying to think. It's a lot of interesting concepts that you can go. The Vatican is the most secure place. But anyways, I just find it interesting that Askeladd was actually nice enough to give out the retirement fund and be like, hey, you know what? You can never set a foot in battlefield ever again. There's still that sense of care and best employer in the Viking world. Maybe I think so.
これか。これは大切なお料だ。高えよ負けろもっと若い女だ俺こそ若い女他にいないだろ一品だぞ
Northumbria. Oh, oh, oh! He's searching for him. He's been lost for so long, and he's searching for him. Ah. Before we listen to the ending, let's talk about this. Is Canute progressing or is he degressing? I think he's progressing. He's taking steps to better himself in a situational awareness. That doesn't mean that he's becoming a good guy. That just means that he's more actively thinking. Is Thorfinn progressing or is he degressing? Thorfinn? He's becoming more and more like Evil Ed. I know Evil Ed is scary, man. Evil Ed is terrifying. Thorfinn, I feel like he's stuck. Yeah. Oh, perfect. Actually, we just got he's stagnant. He's stuck. Thorfinn is neither progressing or degressing. He's trying to maintain himself in an environment where his only goal is to try and be there. Yeah, you can say degressing, stagnating. Yeah, for literal years. That could be it. Thorfinn is still trying to cope hard, and I feel like Thorfinn needs to get away. He really needs to, like, if I could take him and place him somewhere else, we're gonna start seeing progress in some way, shape, or form. That's why the more I think about it, the harder it gets to fully conceptualize all the elements that are happening. Not harder, but the more impressive it is, because all of these characters are taking steps forward and taking steps back, but yet they're all evolving in very different ways. And for Thorfinn, the only thing that I feel is holding him back is Askeladd. I'm gonna be straight up with you guys. I feel like Askeladd is the reason why Thorfinn is so stagnated. And I feel like Askeladd needs to go. In order for Thorfinn to grow, Askeladd needs to go. Thorfinn needs to either get away or something needs to happen in which Askeladd is no longer there. And, there needs to be a semblance of Thorfinn's growth. I think this is such a beautiful story. This is such a beautiful story in the way it's being told because it's not like, here's everything all at once. It's here's sort of the way it's going. Hello, I just discovered your YouTube channel and I'm just loving the Oshinoko Vinland Saga reactions, but I realized that the Vinland playlist stopped at episode 14. Yes, so fellow comrade, thank you so much. I'm glad that you're enjoying the YouTube content. So we are currently at episode 20. All the other 6 reactions are saved. They're slowly going to start being uploaded once we finish the series. Because at the end goal is we don't want to keep throwing up like episodes for random shows if we're not going to go ahead and finish them, or if we're far away. So we're going to wait till we're at the very end, and then we'll start uploading them. But yes, absolutely. Also, fellow comrade, how are you doing? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're practicing that self-care, and yeah, also awesome for you to stop by. Appreciate you a ton. Anime character development starter pack, a dead dad. I mean, if you were Askeladd, what would you do for Thorfinn to be better, or what could you do? What I would do if I was Askeladd is I would send him away and tell him to live, and then once he's lived a full life, he can come find me. But by then, I'd be dead. I would honestly try and push it in that way, because I feel like if as much as Thorfinn wants to kill me, by him killing me, that would change him into a horrible person. So I feel like I would need to die by my own hands or have someone take my life in order for Thorfinn to not become evil in some way, shape, or form. I think the current Thorfinn is if Askeladd dies, he might try to finish himself in some way. Yeah. All doing great at the moment. Thank you for asking. Oh, I'm glad, man. I'm glad that you're doing good. Are you practicing some self-care or something, dude? It's really important. I can't stress it enough. It is important that everyone's practicing self-care. How's it going? It's going pretty